Hi, in today's video, we're going to talk about discernment. And what I mean by that is when to share more about your grief and when to hold back. Um, and when to say less. Sometimes less is more, sometimes more is more, it depends. So we're going to talk about that discernment today. Okay, here's the moment. Someone offers you sincere sympathy in a meeting and it's with everybody else and everybody's looking at you like what are you going to say, and you feel this immense pressure to say something. We have to say something, and yet we're not quite sure what's going on inside of us, or we feel immense sadness or anger, and we don't want to share that in the meeting. And so we have to do something. We're sort of stuck in that moment. What most people do is overshare, tell exactly what happened, the ins and outs, the journey, the sort of where they are now, and afterwards tend to feel exposed or drained. But what if we took this moment now to check in with ourselves first and say, will this serve me or deplete me? One of the truths that I have seen over and over and over again is that whenever a parent dies or someone close to you dies, your work people suddenly are closer to you, or asking questions and wanting to show support. And so I think we have to walk this really fine line between sort of continuing to cultivate those friendships, and that these grief questions, the support is coming from this really genuine place, and how to not overshare, or even how to share when we're not ready. Our energy is always a limited resource, and especially as we're navigating the loss of a parent, it's even at a scarcer resource. And so leading with intentional language protects that energy resource. It also protects your emotion, and it also protects those boundaries with your colleagues. And so here's a potential statement that you might work with. Here's a graceful boundary statement. Okay, thank you. This really means a lot. I'm not ready to say more right now. So again, inviting people into that moment of just deep gratitude and thank you, as well as saying, I'm not ready to share more right now. Part of the reason I love that as someone who works in grief is just being honest and transparent about not knowing what you need to say is such an honest place. And it also is a place that kind of protects you in the future, because if you don't know what to say now, you don't want to overshare or undershare, or you don't want to go down a road that you don't want to go down. So just saying, I'm not ready to say more right now, suggests that maybe there will be a time in the future that you might want to say more, but today is not that day. Um, so practice this sentence or something, or a variation of it, in your own voice. Practice saying it out loud so that you have it quickly at your disposal. Like you have that language just right here that someone says it and you don't get verklempt by emotion. You can just say, thank you. That means a lot. I'm not ready to share more right now. And you can do that without a ton of emotion. You can do it with genuine appreciation in a way that feels genuine, um, even if in the moment you're really struggling to say it. So, okay, that's what I have to share with you today. And have you ever regretted saying too much too soon? If so, drop a note in the comment. I would, let's share with each other how to navigate grief at work, and how to do it well, or let's learn from each other and figure out how to do it better. So, boundaries truly are not cold. Boundaries are ways to show people how to care for you, and in the right way, in the right moment. So, and this is also a great example, not just helpful for us, but also a really good example for the people that we're leading and the coworkers that we have. So, okay, I look forward to seeing you next time.